Hey everybody, how's it going? We're going to do a quick tip today on infusion, because we haven't done a fusion video in a little while, but a quick tip on threads. So I know there's lots of videos out there on YouTube about doing threads, and I followed them with some success and with some not so much success. And so I've been doing some custom projects lately for a couple of customers that have required some custom threads, and so I did my own little flavor version of it. And really, so what I did was I looked at things like soda bottles and caps and threads on the cap portion and the bottle portion, and noticed a couple of different variations between just doing standard sort of pipe threads versus doing custom threads. So today we're actually going to do custom threads, but using the coil tool in Fusion. But we're going to do something a little bit different, and I'll show you. So a lot of times, when I was doing research on doing custom threads, it was always a positive thread, like say on the cap, and then a negative thread or a channel for that positive thread to go into. And most of my stuff gets 3D printed, and so and most of those will work a little bit after you do some tweaks and tunes, and but after really sort of looking at I don't have a bottle, but after looking at some threads on like a soda bottle, what I noticed was that both sides, the bottle side and the cap side, both had positive threads. There wasn't a positive thread and then a negative thread or a channel on the bottle side. It's really just two positive threads, and they're threading themselves together. And it makes a really tight seal, makes it a really smooth thread mechanism. And so I'm going to show you how to do that real fast. And so this is just a little test piece I did with a body and a cap. But really, what we're looking at is this positive thread here. So this is just a one-turn thread, and I'll go through the process here on how to make it. So you can see here, this is a positive thread, and then if we look at the cap, and I've got it see-through. Let me change the opacity on this. Come on. So there you go, and so then you can see that this is also a positive thread. And so essentially what I've done is I've just scaled these two, or sized them, so that the outer cap fits completely over with a little bit of space for the threads. And it's not a super snug fit from a cap and bottle perspective, but what gives it that snug fit are the threads really wrenching it down and keeping it together, but it makes it easy to come on and come off. So here we go. We'll just start a new one. And like I said, this is going to be a quick tip and sort of a follow along thing, so I won't go through a lot of explanation, but here's how we'll do it. So we're going to create first a cylinder. So we'll create a cylinder on this bottom plane, and I'm just going to make it just a standard sort of 50. And I'll go ahead and make it 50 high and hit OK on that. And then I'll go ahead and shell this right away. So to shell this, if you don't know already, you go modify and you go to shell, pick this top, and I'm just going to shell it to 2 millimeters, so I have a 2 millimeter wall on it. Hit enter for OK. And now I'm going to go ahead and make a cap. So I'm just going to do another cylinder. It's going to be slightly bigger, so we're going to create another cylinder, and I'm going to do it right on this top plane for now. And so what we're going to do is did some pre-planning a little bit, right? So I know that my threads are going to be 2 millimeters each, so there's going to be about a millimeter overlap. So I'm going to make this 50 plus 1 and then a 2 millimeter wall, so this is really going to be 56. There we go. And how tall do I want it? I'm just going to make this 20. And I'm not going to join this. I'm going to make this a separate body, so a new body for now. Actually, that's how it's going to stay. And then we'll go ahead and shell this as well. So why don't we hide this first body? So we'll just turn off body number 1. Let's shell the bottom of this. Same process, shell 2. Okay. And so we have we'll just go ahead and coil out this first one. So we're going to go create coil, and we're going to do it on this inside plane here. I'm going to go and orient this down all the way to the bottom. And it's just going to be right into that 52 millimeter first wall. And so you can tell already this looks a little bit funky. It's huge. So first thing we're going to do actually is change this section size to 2 millimeters. This is going to be a new body to start with. We'll join this later, and this is important for now. And the number of revolutions. So at this point, right, this guy is just 1 revolution. So you can see the start and the stop is on basically at the same point. So I'm going to let's just go 2 revolutions on this. A little slow. Come on. 2. And I'm going to make the height, we'll just make the height 15. So remember that. So we're doing 2 revolutions, 15 height, and section size of 2. So this is important because you're going to duplicate these exact same settings on the other piece that you're going to do. So new body, let's hit OK. And then I like to go one more step here, and let's just chamfer the ends. So we're going to pick that end, hold control, pick that end. And I'm going to say it 1, but you'll notice we'll probably get an error here because math is hard, apparently. So we get an error down here saying we got a failure. Whatever, divide by 2, can't get it in there, 0.99. Look at that, it works. This was a little tip I actually picked up from Adafruit, doing a similar video on threads, but in chamfering. And so if you're doing exactly half of the diameter of the pipe or of the coil, sometimes Fusion doesn't like it. So you go 1/10 less and you're good. So there we go. And let's change the opacity on this just a little bit so you can see. And let's reorient this to home. Now the only other issue here is, you can see this coil is right up there in the top. And so it's basically cut off and not doing much there. So why don't we go ahead and move this down. This is why we use this as a separate body. So if we right click here and say move body, we're going to make sure we're on the coordinate movement there. So we're going to move the vertical up down, and I'm just going to go -2 millimeters. So now I'm down below that surface, which is good, and I'm still not poking out of the bottom, so that's all right. Hit OK. So now you can see we are in good shape as far as that's concerned. So we can actually, at this point, combine these two. So why don't we go modify and combine. So right here, we're saying your target body is your cap, the actual cap, the first body. Your tool body is the thread or the coil. And in this case, we're going to join them. We don't care about keeping tools or anything. We're just going to join them together. Now you can select keep tools and it'll keep that coil later on if you want to, but in this case we don't really need to. So now there you go, we have 1 body all set to go. So now we're going to do body 1 here. We're going to hide this guy. We're going to do the exact same process. So create coil, we're going to do it on this top plane, and we're just going to come out to all the way to the outside here, all the way to 50. And so again, we're going to do 2 revolutions, right? Our height is going to be, what did we say, -15. And our section size is 2 millimeters. So there we go. And in this case, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to say new body. Okay. And so we want to do the same thing as far as moving that coil down, because you can see it's sticking up here and it's kind of funky. It keeps it from making a good seal. So let's right click on the coil body, move it. And again, we'll pick that. We're going to say -2. So now we're down just a bit. Let's chamfer those ends, modify chamfer. Select that end, control, select that end, 0.99. Good to go. And now let's go ahead and combine these together. So we're going to do a modify and combine, and our target body is that, and our tool body is that, and OK. So now we are set to go. So now if I bring this on top, you can see that it's resting on the top. So why don't we move body 2 down. And let's make sure we get all nice and lined up here. And OK. So now you'll see there, and I made the top portion sort of see-through so that we can see what's happening with the threads. So you can see this thread here is actually the thread on the body. This thread here is the thread on the cap. And you can see how there's a gap in between, but that's okay. Because actually, if we rotate body 2 around a little bit, we go to move again. This time we're going to hit the rotate. We're going to rotate on this axis here. But if we start to rotate this guy around, you can see where these threads start to meet. And so there you go. So they are nice and snug. Let's hit OK here so you can see it. You can see now you've got the both positive threads snugged up right next to each other, and you've got space here for these things to come together. And why don't we turn on section analysis so you can see this a little bit better. And go just like this. Move here, pull this out. And you can see here that your threads are all good and lined up, and it's nice and smooth. You're good to go. So there you go, quick tip for you. Hope it's useful. Talk to you later.